Welcome to Geek Yogurt. We have another edition here for you this week.
Okay.
What should we?
Edition. I don't know if I have a full-fledged edition yet, but hey.
I'm not even sure what's happening right now.
What's going on?
All I'm gonna say is that I'm Rara.
I'm Sam.
I'm Wave.
Hello.
And I'm Tropical Donut.
We have a special guest with us today.
Because Knox a pansy.
Yeah,
Getting surgery.
knocks away.
Ugh.
Oh man, because I had such a horrible guest. Jeez.
Yeah. Prior relationships with two people in the room, so there's gonna be
You
some
say
tension.
prior as if like we're exes.
No,
Yeah,
no.
seriously.
I'm saying it as in you have an established relation before coming into here, which you're bringing
What's the topic for today?
into the conversation. So
I'm confused.
I'm gonna save you from yourself. What's the topic for today?
save me from myself. I'm trying to describe it to you. 'Cause
Save you from
You can't.
What
It's
is the-
hard for you to understand that you two are in a relationship together. I get it. I think.
Well, have you seen her? It's hard for everyone to understand why she's with me.
Oh man, tropical. Woo.
Anyways, what's the topic for today, mofo?
What's happening?
What is topic?
Well, I think Rara had some shows that he wanted to discuss. Bring up.
Oh, please let it be the show.
No, I don't
No,
think
not
it's
at
the
all.
show. I
Oh.
think it's upcoming shows.
Would I talk about the show that shall not be Gotham named?
No.
No, we're not gonna use the G word today.
No G word today.
Good, because I haven't seen any of it.
Oh, so yeah, that wouldn't really work.
Yeah.
You've heard me bitch about it.
Yeah, I've heard you
there's
bitch about it,
there's some
but-
upcoming.
So I guess I know
properties.
what he's bitched about, but nothing.
Well,
No, nothing.
look, we already know from the pre-show conversation that I'm gonna have a huge problem with Tropical Donut. All right?
Yeah,
we already know that.
we know.
I am
Let's
a
move
Harley
on.
Quinn fan, though, so that should make up for a little bit
So
of
there's-
it.
She
Yeah.
likes happy stuff.
I-
He's surrounded by people that like happy stuff. And the phone again.
Phone,
Well, we'll be
pause.
dropping that picture in again.
It would not be one of our podcasts without the phone. Okay.
It's true.
So what shows do Rara want to talk about while he's answering the phone?
Sure.
You're not sure?
I think Daredevil.
Daredevil. Honestly, I can't wait for Daredevil.
Was that one of them? Daredevil is
Yes,
what you wanted
Daredevil.
to discuss?
Yeah, because
I finally watched the trailer, the recent trailer for it, which was fun. I'm not a huge Daredevil fan, so it's not like I'm clamoring to see it, but it definitely looks fun.
if Daredevil was Batman, I'd like it a lot more. But
Let's-
because it's Daredevil,
Oh, man.
he's not too bad a character.
He's
I
known
think.
as Red Batman. Does that help?
When was Daredevil created? What year? Do you know?
Wave.
I have a Google.
No idea.
Oh, okay.
Is it, yeah, well,
I mean, if we had a...
Well, while he's doing that, while he's looking that up, yeah, that was one of the things that I took away from the trailer was, man, they're trying really hard to be Batman.
Yeah.
That was one of the things I found in the trailer.
Oh,
Also, I think his black pajama look, while it's actually canon to what he wore in the comics, just looks really silly.
Yeah.
As long as he's silly and he doesn't act like Batman, I'm all perfectly okay with it.
Yeah.
First appearance, Daredevil #1, April 1964.
64. Wow, that's a lot older than I thought.
Uh-huh.
Still
Pretty
after
old.
Batman though. So,
Created
right.
by Stan Lee and Bill Everett.
Oh, okay. All right.
The only reason I'm gonna like this show, I think, is because I want to see how they handle his sort of like radar vision. You know, from what I've seen,
Yeah,
little
they
bits
never
of
really
it.
showed that, really, have they?
They showed it a little bit in the first trailer where he's sort of like, almost like getting like impressions like in his mind of what's in the other side. 'Cause if you remember, he like puts his hand against the wall and you can kind of see things in his head. But I really liked one of the few things I really liked about the Affleck version was the in the DVD the shadow world that he saw. Like his sonar vision is depicted in that movie, what I think was very well done.
Yeah, I think that was well done. I did like that.
See, Matt Murdock sees things in his head and he's a superhero. I do it and I'm a psychotic who needs drugs.
Yeah, but Matt Murdock is helping people. You're just hurting people.
You can help people by hurting other people. It's the Moon Knight
I mean, that is
philosophy.
true. That's a valid point.
But
Or the
yeah.
Batman philosophy, depending
That
on
is
which writer.
extremely valid. Yeah, Batman may not be killing those people, but their lives are pretty much over, okay? Many of those people
Yeah.
are going to be
Lives
gone.
as they're used to living them.
Oh, wow, right.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw
Yeah.
a sharp piece of metal at your head.
But you'll be okay, because I can't kill anybody.
Look, you
He's
can,
sleeping.
you can still do a lot with like
I spit
a
little on
pointer
that.
in your mouth and a touchpad.
Yeah,
You can write a book. You can, create music.
Can't
You
go
don't
to the
need
bathroom
hands.
too well.
Yeah.
That's what the colostomy bag's for.
That's what the colostomy bag.
So anyway, really
Yeah.
excited for Daredevil. I think it'll be a good show as long as they handle that correctly.
I did hear they're going right past the yellow suit, so no yellow suit.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the final episode, he'll don his red suit. So you have to wait the whole fucking series or at least the first season, to even remotely see the red suit.
I hope it's a red suit with horns.
Well, and then you got Zach Kilgrave.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Instead of Zebediah Kilgrave.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
they're not gonna call him the Purple Man.
That's for Jessica Jones, right?
Yes.
Is that-
Sorry,
yeah.
that's just jokes.
Yee, Purple Man.
He
Yeah,
started
I'm
off
excited.
as
And
a-
David Tennant's cast,
Oh, yeah.
right? Which
David
is,
Tennant,
I think, a
David Tennant.
perfect casting choice for him. Whether or not they're doing the same type of character, I don't know, because there's.
He's crazy enough, so
David that's the
Tennant
thing. He is, but
perfect for it.
they've switched the name around, so I don't know. Are they doing that because they've got a different kind of take on this character, or are they doing it just because?
See, I don't know, but one thing is, in addition to the mind control thing, Purple Man also has a regen factor,
Yeah.
has a healing factor, and he has come back from damn near anything.
Right.
It will take a while, so I think it would be hysterical if towards the end of AKA Jessica Jones, Jessica and Luke utterly pulverize him and basically kill him.
Yeah.
And then during Luke's series, we see Matt Smith dressed as the Purple Man,
Oh.
and then later Peter Capaldi, just to get the joke going.
I get it. I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike most girls that are like, oh my god, David Tennant because of Doctor Who, I did see him firstly as Crouch Jr.
Oh yeah.
on Harry Potter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Huh?
He wasn't Sirius Black?
No, that was Gary.
That was
Oldman.
Gary
That was
Oldman.
Gary Oldman, okay.
Mr. Gordon.
I've never watched
I
a Harry Potter movie.
pulverize you.
He was Snape, right?
Yes.
Okay, that one I know. That one is the great Alan Rickman.
Yes.
Um,
Anyway. But no, I liked him. I loved him as Crouch Jr. I've seen a couple Doctor Who episodes, but I'm not a
movie
fanatic.
we have a name. It is Whovian.
Man.
Whovians, yes.
So, but I'm a Harry
Creepy.
Potter fanatic,
Whovians.
so obviously
You're a
that's.
Potterhead.
I'm a Potterhead.
Potterhead, is that the official canon of the
So
film?
far as I know, it's Potterhead.
I think that's what it is.
That's
yeah.
pretty great.
This
yeah.
just got really weird.
Yeah, well, when you bring Harry Potter into anything, things get weird.
I'm sorry. When you're doing a podcast with me, it's gonna come up.
Well,
in
so you should be
conversation.
excited about the newer movie coming out, right?
Ooh, Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah,
oh,
that the author of the books is actually
J.K.
writing.
Rowling's first screenwriting debut.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm interested to see
Yeah,
how that
excited.
works out.
Actually, she's
Oops.
I think Chris Columbus is gonna be
Directing it?
directing it. So
He did a few of the
he's
first.
awesome. He,
Yeah.
writes
He also
the first
sailed
two.
the ocean blue in Fortune 92.
I heard that. This guy is
Yeah.
amazing.
I don't know. Maybe he's a doctor.
I also think, didn't Chris Columbus do Home Alone? I'm pretty sure he directed the first
I
Home
think
Alone movie.
so. Yeah. Yeah.
Do the
And
Google.
Google again!
I'm trying to remember what else he's done.
The Home Alone
He
2.
did a Step Up movie. I know that's like not. Oh my god! But I think
Yeah.
he did a Step Up movie.
Good lord.
Yeah.
But
Also,
Gremlins.
oh yeah, he did.
Writer.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Right, he wrote Gremlins, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Because Joe Dante directed
Alright,
it.
wait, which one am I supposed to be looking for?
Home Alone.
Alone. Yes, he did. Number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number one. And two.
And Heartbreak Hotel. And
Mrs. Doubtfire too.
Oh wow, yeah. So he's done
Yeah, he's
quite a
pretty
few. Yeah. He's done fun movies.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see them team up again.
Oh,
I'm curious.
also Percy Jackson and the Olympians. The
Did
Lightning
not-
Thief.
Oh
Did not
yes, that's
see
right.
those.
When I remember seeing the commercials
those?
for that
I
from
saw the
the
first Percy
director of
Jackson
Harry
film.
Potter.
I thought it was okay.
I didn't see any of those. I know they've got 2 of them out now. So they looked fun. I just never got a chance.
I
to-
saw the first one. I liked it.
Yeah.
My sister saw that in the second one, and she's read the books, and tells me that I'm a horrible person for liking the movie because the books are so much better, and they just changed everything.
Well, I could feel from watching the movie, and I read some of the books.
Yeah.
The first book anyway. That the material that they're basing this stuff on is just so much better than what they actually made.
What they actually
I-
made.
Sounds like
know?
Lord of the Rings. Whoop! Whoops! I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you like the books better?
No.
But I
Oh,
think
that's what
that
you
also
just
might be
said.
driven by the
Okay,
acting.
sorry. Yeah,
The
they're
acting
right
in
around.
that film was not good.
Uma
Aside from the
Thurman.
kids. Uma Thurman's, I hated her.
In Percy?
performance. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Go check my girl here.
It looked so plastic to me. Like
Uma Thurman did?
Yeah, she's like, I gotta think of a way that
She's not
Medusa's gonna
plastic?
act. So.
I thought she was genuinely made of plastic.
No, you're thinking Madonna.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Didn't feel it. Feel it.
Maybe see, I say that about somebody in Gotham, and I get told I'm just not giving them a chance.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I know exactly what Uma Thurman can do from her other films that I've enjoyed. It
Like
just seemed
Batman
like
and Robin?
it's like she phoned it in. It felt very Batman and Robin. You're right. That is a good analogy.
Yeah.
Like she kind of just showed up, knew she had to play a character, and played whatever character fell into her head that
The guy
day.
who played Hades wasn't bad.
He was good. I liked Liam Neeson.
Well,
You know, no, that was from Clash
No,
of
that was from
Clans.
Clash.
Yeah,
I
Clash of
liked
Clans.
Clash of Clans. I liked
what was that?
what was his name?
Who played Hades and Percy?
Oh my god, I'm on it.
It was Sean Bean as Zeus, and the guy from
That can't be, because Zeus lived through that movie.
oh yeah, it was Sean Bean as Zeus, and one of the guys from Grey's Anatomy who played Poseidon. Those guys were awesome. The kids I kind of liked too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the time when they bring
Evan
kids
McKay
in
was
because
Poseidon.
they're so fresh to. You know.
Steve Coogan was Hades.
Oh, Steve Coogan, huh? He's a comedian. That's funny.
Yeah,
He's actually a
Yeah.
hilarious guy.
yeah, and he was funny in 2
Yeah.
as well as Hades. He was a good part in that.
I didn't see those ones. Maybe I might have to check those out.
He was Octavius in Night at the Museum, in the Night at the Museum series.
Coogan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Super hilarious guy.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, now I'm making that connection.
Yeah.
No, who, yeah.
He was the Roman soldier.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
little one.
Got it.
Yep.
So moving along, back to TV.
Oh yeah, I heard it's confirmed that Arrow will deal with the Lazarus Pit moving into the next season. So, I mean, we
Nice.
all kind of expected that it was going to go
So,
that
Sarah
way.
coming back?
That I don't know. I'm curious. I mean, we all kind of expected that they were going to go that route. So,
77. Numbers.
At that point,
No.
anything's
I'm going
possible.
afterwards.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
looking
Anybody
at
can be
it.
brought back once you introduce
Yes,
that
it's
element
recording it.
of
It's the
I
server
didn't
right
know
now.
that.
that element of
I know.
fantastic in it.
right.
You know, at which point Arrow will become a different kind of show.
I was going
think.
to say, is that going to push it into a different genre? 'Cause I know it's been pretty grounded.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, I think it will.
All right, guys, I need to interrupt for 1 second.
Yeah.
We have a lottery feed going on in the background. Because we haven't mentioned this in either the previous, we work at a TV station, and that's also where we record on our dinner breaks. We have a lottery feed going in the background, and the New York numbers that just came up were 007.
Were they really?
That's awesome.
Nice.
That is. Oh yeah. Look
So,
at that.
I,
Double
I,
seven.
I love the
In
fact that
order.
I graduated in 007 high school, so that was
There you
kind
go.
of cool. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Tropical's off to do actual work. She'll be
Yeah,
back.
actual work.
Work.
So what show are we talking about?
Well, we were just talking about Arrow, and
Oh,
by,
yeah, Arrow.
by bringing in the Lazarus Pit, they're going to be shifting the kind of genre of that show a little bit. Because I mean, I haven't stuck with it. I've missed a lot of episodes, but from what I know, it's still even in the current season a pretty grounded series for the most part.
It is.
Not especially
But
when you
it will
look at
also-
it compared to like The Flash.
Well, it will also depend a lot on what they do with the Lazarus Pit.
Right? How do they
'Cause,
implement it?
I mean, that's the thing. You have to remember, Barry Allen, with his superpowers, has already shown up in Starling City.
Right.
You had the crossover episodes.
Mhm.
So, he's already brought that fantastic with him.
Right.
Yeah, but Arrow's always been insulated by a little bit of like even Ollie in the presence of Barry in those episodes. He's not like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He's like, I'm Ollie. This is what I do.
Well, you think
and this
he's...
is what you do.
you
Like
think-
there is no awe factor, I don't think, in that.
Well, I mean, do you think he's going to have that awe factor with the Lazarus Pit?
I think if he gets killed or if he gets hurt and he's brought back with it, there will be a little bit of that. It'll have to change.
I think he'll be more Jason Todd-like.
Because you can't use Felicity in that sense to explain things away with the tech. I mean, from what it looks like, it's just water flowing out of the side of a mountain.
Right.
So how do you explain that?
Right,
with
because
the
like
way-
so far, I mean, you have the crossover with Flash, which
Mhm.
brings the fantastical into it, but it's
Yeah.
still okay, he got
It's
this,
still science.
yeah, he got this power through an
Yeah.
experiment gone wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
When you have the Lazarus pits bringing people back from the dead, now you're going into the mythic.
I don't know. See, I think you can still bullshit science it.
Oh, I think you easily bullshit science.
That there is some sort of microbe or something
Oh,
in,
yeah,
in
yeah.
this specific water, or it has some sort of natural element combination in there that acts as a natural healing factor when combined with human tissue.
They have brilliant writers on the show. There's no doubt that they can come up with an on paper reason that makes sense. But I'm saying the way the show feels will change if
Yeah.
that happens, because everybody will know that they had to do that in order for it to make sense. Whereas opposed to, I don't know, something that happens on a different show that's completely fantasy based, it's more acceptable, you know.
like
in,
where
in,
Flash is moving towards.
or in some of Game of Thrones where there are dragons, makes sense in that time because
Right.
it fits where that is.
Yeah.
So
Makes
You know.
sense. Makes sense.
they could always explain why a dragon would show up in Ollie's city, but it would feel different if there was one.
Right, it would feel different as from what the show has built up to already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True, but I don't know if it will change the everlasting feel of the show. Like, if that episode may have a different feel,
Yeah.
but at the same time, 2 episodes later,
Right. And it
when
can-
they're back to doing their normal stuff without referencing the Lazarus Pit,
Mhm.
I mean, because like I said, we've already had Barry show up with his super speed
Yeah.
and help out for for 2 episodes if you count both parts of the crossover, and that affected it for those episodes.
Yeah.
But I mean, the last few episodes, it's pretty much been business as normal. Granted, business as normal in this case being I'm going to take down Ra's al Ghul,
Right.
but
Yeah, I don't know. I think it takes it to a place where it can't really go back like that wave. I think if something like that happens, I think what made it good for me was, you know that Ollie's not going to die in every show, but it feels like there's danger when he's running around and, you know, getting hit by, you know, these League of Assassin guys, or when he goes to fight Roz, you know there's danger, even though you know he's not gonna die because he's the headliner. I think once you have a way to bring back a character as many times as you want,
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
lose that.
Yeah.
So,
true. But just because you have the means
Mhm.
doesn't mean that.
They'll actually go that way. I'm
well,
sure.
yeah, there'll be
Well,
that
yeah.
moment.
But here's the thing:
Right.
who's to say that every time something bad happens to Ollie, that the League will help him?
Well, that's the thing. It's like there's gonna be, well, because he's their leader and they're cult-like, and if he's passed on the mantle, they kind of would have to, but unless there's dissenters, but that's just more plot points. But I think the real morality will be between Felicity and his crew. Like, do we bring Ollie back using this arcane method that we don't have no idea about, and he's
And
gonna
it
come
seems
back
to have
the
an
same?
effect. Yeah,
That'll
a
be
mental effect.
that'll be where that comes, but you could always do it.
Is
Yeah,
Ollie-
I feel that kind of like just I don't know, for a show like that, I haven't seen a lot of it, but it just would take so much out of what's already there.
Is Ollie currently dead?
No.
Okay. This is just you guys are just in hypothetical that he
Yeah.
does end up
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
How would they use it?
Right.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I mean, there's also no one saying that he's going to be the one that's being used.
Utilizing this pool, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
there's other characters
Like it could be they do the Jason Todd treatment with Sarah,
right,
and just chuck her dead body into it, and all of a sudden Rage Machine Sarah's back.
right, and she's also supposed to be in this new spin-off show. So
Oh,
Good segue, because that's where this was all
that
leading
is
to
supposed
anyway.
that is supposed to be Sarah in this.
yeah,
spin-off?
or
Yes.
well,
Not Laurel?
in the official press release it says former character Sarah. So I don't
Okay.
know how they're treating that. Are they bringing her back with the Lazarus pits that they're going to introduce in
And
Arrow?
oddly enough, still not the weirdest part of that team to me.
No, who is?
Captain Cold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing: I love Captain Cold. He's one of my favorite villains.
Yeah,
I love Flash villains. I love the Flash.
right.
But and he has done the right thing on several occasions in the comics.
Yeah.
But he cannot be considered an anti-hero.
No, and this is the thing. I don't know. This is being called a team-up show, but it's not known if they're actually going to be a collective team,
Okay.
or if it's just a team-up show in the essence that we've got all these different characters from these 2 shows that are teaming up on one show.
I think
Okay.
it'll be a lot like the one with Waller, where they're all going to be forced to work together.
Mhm.
But there won't be the camaraderie that there is, say, between the Flash Team Flash,
Oh,
or
yeah.
Team Arrow. There won't be that kind of
Like, I mean, I think you'll get a lot of camaraderie between the Atom and Firestorm,
Yeah.
and maybe even between specifically Robbie and Sarah.
Yeah.
But I think you're also going to get a lot of animosity between Firestorm and Captain Cold.
And Captain Cold.
Because, hey, we like the Flash and we like Star Labs,
Right.
and Snart's like, yeah, the douchebag gets in my way.
Right.
I don't like him.
It'll be
But-
very interesting to see where that show goes with these characters, because they're all awesome characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're all also random characters to have team up, quote unquote. You know, if that's where they're going with it.
But I also think that it also puts it back to what we were originally discussing before, because now that the Atom has shown up in Arrow,
Mhm.
he gets his own show as further insulation,
Yeah.
like they did with the Flash. He gets his own show to keep Ollie's world very, very real.
Right.
So
right.
that's why it makes me wonder how they're going to treat the Lazarus thing and how they're going to write it into the show for this season.
Yeah, and
Because
does that-
they're setting up all these like moats.
Right. And does that
You know?
does that impact follow through to the other shows?
Right.
You know.
And I don't think it can, because you got a guy, hopefully, if he does, that can shrink and grow.
Yeah.
You got a guy that controls fire.
Yeah.
And just like the Flash with the guy
He
that
doesn't
runs
control
fast.
fire.
Well,
I mean, he controls
atomic
I mean,
processes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he does so much work. Although, I do have to say, the Atom was possibly the absolute most disappointing superhero moment
Agreed.
when he showed up.
Agreed.
On the show, I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
see the episode he came in
It's
on,
great.
but I've heard that from multiple people.
Yeah, he gets up on the roof in the full costume. And it's like, oh my god, this is it. We're going to get to see the
Right.
Atom. And he flies
Right.
Oh.
like Iron Man.
Oh.
Right.
You can't see it
Yeah.
because this is an audio podcast,
Yeah.
but I'm making a masturbation motion.
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, it was very. It was
What a-
very.
what a letdown.
A real letdown. So hopefully the suit does more than just let him fly. That's more
Yeah.
than just a.
'Cause that's a cop
Makes him
out.
more than just Tony Stark
Right,
with a
right.
different name and different
Right.
girlfriend.
I can't believe that they're gonna go with that.
Well, it's like he's the
But-
Atom, and you give him flight.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Right.
really match up.
To the best of my knowledge, feel free to correct me in the comments.
Yeah.
To the best of my knowledge, he's only flown when he was an Indigo Lantern. When he was part of the Indigo tribe during Blackest Night.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, tonight's episode won't have him in it, but maybe they'll have some part of it the way they left it off with the last
Oh, I'm sure
last
they will.
episode. They'll have to mention something.
This is their return
So-
episode because they took a
Yeah.
break.
They
right?
took a break, yep. So hopefully that'll happen.
Gotham was also on a break.
Yes, there was no new episode for 2 weeks. So,
So there was the Red Hood episode,
Mhm.
then there was another episode,
Everybody's got a copper pot.
and
Yep.
then that's
Yep,
it.
Yep, that's it.
So okay, so I've only missed one episode.
Yep.
Okay.
Shield's been awesome.
Huh?
Shield has been awesome.
Shield has been awesome.
Because
I haven't-
Daisy freaking Johnson, because Quake.
Yeah, they've really turned around with that show, thankfully, by adding the actual superheroes and stuff.
Which is
No,
when we discussed
quote,
this like a
unquote.
year ago. We were hoping they were going to do right away.
Yeah,
They
it
need
took a little
something to
legwork,
it.
but thankfully they've gotten there.
Yeah.
They've lost me, however. I mean, I'm so far behind I couldn't catch up now, but I'm glad that the show's become something of what it should have been. You know, it's
It was
becoming it's becoming an important part to the Marvel universe, which
It
is what
had
it
a
should have
slower start, and I mean, I will say because I liked it from the get go, and
Yeah.
I never had any issues with it.
been. Yeah.
Like I heard a lot of the complaints, but I never really had any issues watching
Right.
it.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was awesome almost every episode.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like having
But even liking those episodes,
Putting
you can
more-
even see that it's gotten better.
oh, it
you know,
has,
Yeah.
it has, and putting some named characters in, like especially since they came back,
Yeah.
you know, having Crusher Creel.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was awesome, especially that like 5 seconds that he's holding his ball and chain and all
Yeah.
that. That was awesome. And doing the little stuff like that. I am glad though that they didn't go too far with it. You know,
Oh well, you don't want to go.
I don't want everybody they fight
right.
to be the Serpent Society,
Right.
Doctor Octopus. You know,
Right, and that's
like,
that's the beauty of the show is they fight the littler things that you
Yeah.
don't hear about in
Yeah.
the bigger movies.
they take care of
Yeah.
Hydra cells. They
Right.
take care of Mr. Hyde.
Right.
That-
Is who they're
yeah.
fighting right now. But unless you know who Mr. Hyde is,
Right.
you don't know that that's Mr. Hyde. By the way, guys, yes, Sky's father is actually the supervillain known as Mr. Hyde, who is the father of Quake in the comics.
So yeah, that's where the connection
That
comes from.
actually gives a really good in for people who are not used to the whole comic book universe. You know,
Right, they don't
you
know
see,
it as
you
well,
see
so.
this character, you see this small villain.
Yeah.
That, hey, I want to learn more about that villain.
Yeah.
And you look it up, and suddenly, bam, you're into this. Because I know that personally, I'm still very, very new to the whole comic book universe, and yeah, any little thing that'll help me get. I try to anyway.
Right.
I try to,
Well, yeah,
give my knowledge.
and playing it a little bit more subtle, like what Shield does. It allows people who aren't fully invested into the superheroes or anything
Yeah.
like that to ease into the property and stuff.
I mean, like some of my favorite characters are from the fact that I'm.
Yeah. Oh, before we end, the last topic I wanted to talk about is, speaking of villains, is the whole DC is doing they do their variant months. They've been doing it now for a little while, and this month is Joker. And there was controversy with the Batgirl comic
Yes, there
book.
was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Batgirl variant cover is Joker. You guys can look it up, but it's Joker with Batgirl, and it's kind of in
She is restrained, has a
smile smear
of blood
Yeah,
wiped on her face, and Joker's holding a gun to her
completely
head.
terrified look, and so DC, because of all the controversy, ended up pulling it. A lot of people are unhappy, some people are happy, and I get both sides. Like on one side, it is kind of in bad taste. My issue with it is besides all the usual bull crap of the sexist stuff that comic books have had an issue with. My problem is the comic book now, Batgirl, has took this huge shift to make it something better than what it was. It's become a little bit more popular. It's fun. It's got this glitz and flair to it. I'm trying to move away from the really damp and dourness of the past 5 years of Batgirl.
Well, that and also the damp and dourness of pretty much everything else Batman
Of
related.
just Batman related, yeah.
Yeah,
So
good, love it or hate it. It's
right,
just-
love it or hate it, that's
Yeah.
what it was. And you know what? Back then, 2010, 11, 12, that Batgirl, this cover, makes perfect sense.
Right.
But with this current state of Batgirl, I feel it's a little bit in poor taste. Doesn't mean you have to pull it. I think that's a little bit too far, but I understand.
I don't know. I thought the cover was brilliant. I didn't think it was anything to do with taste. It just made me wonder, because of those reasons you just put forth some.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck were they thinking? You
Well, yeah,
just
why would you-
rebranded your character. Why the hell would you put this? Which
Right,
I think
you
is
talk-
still amazingly good.
Right.
Talk about
cover
going one step
on
forward,
that.
2 steps back.
It's like
Yeah.
they don't even know
They-
what they're doing
Yeah.
with their own material.
Yeah, and this is where I think their head is at, because on the same token of defending the cover, I also, the variants are all about Joker. Every cover has an issue with Joker,
Yeah.
and Joker relates to whoever the comic book it is. And you know what? Batgirl and Joker have history, and that's what the history is. And I think
Yeah.
that's what they were trying to display here. But again, it's completely opposite
Yeah.
of what they're trying to do with that series
Well,
now.
also remember, this is the same company that licensed the T-shirt in training to be Batman's wife.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're not exactly known for thinking about stuff like this.
That's
Think
true.
about where people could have issues with something before releasing it,
You-
and just saying screw it. And I don't know if they're the ones that if this was all Hot Topic or
Right.
if DC had a hand in this.
Yeah.
But around Valentine's Day, Hot Topic
Oh,
was
I remember
pimping out Mad Love,
Mad
which was
Love.
all the Harley Quinn and
Yeah.
Joker stuff.
Yeah, and people
it's
are,
like-
well, it's abusive relationship,
Yeah,
that
it's
sort
like-
of
Yeah.
thing. and
For Valentine's Day, you guys want to pimp out a relationship that was literally made
Yeah.
to showcase what abusive relationships
Right,
look like.
right.
Yeah.
It just didn't
yeah.
seem logical.
Give me some
you know?
Harley and Poison Ivy stuff. That would be awesome
Right,
for
that would
Valentine's
be
Day.
pretty
That'd be a
cool.
lovely relationship.
Well, Marvel is in the same boat with Guardians of the Galaxy. They
removing
had this
Gamora?
they had this huge marketing push for Guardians of the Galaxy. No Nebula, no Gamora. They took them off of T-shirts. They didn't have toys
Yep.
made. I mean, it's like what I get that toys are primarily a boys thing, but there's a
So they think.
So they think, you know,
Yeah.
this isn't the 70s and 80s anymore.
Right.
Kids are clamoring,
Yeah.
both male and female, for these
Exactly.
strong female characters. Star Wars just canceled making their Leia toys.
What?
And, yeah. They have a new Black series, which is like, it's collectible figures. They canceled their Leia figures. So...
That
One
does-
step forward, 2 steps
that makes
back.
no sense.
Right,
in
it makes
any
no sense,
regard.
and they think because girls aren't going to buy these toys, what's the point in making a female toy? And it's backward thinking, and it's harming what could go further for progressing equality, honestly.
Certainly a topic for another time that we can go on and on about.
Yes.
You know, because I also have some thoughts on that in regards to like Supergirl coming out and Wonder Woman probably going to be the first solo.
Oh
female
yeah, that's
film.
true. We'll have to have
And
a whole...
honestly, I got some stuff
So, but we can talk about
on
that
those
another
regards
time.
with Xenoscope that I want to talk about
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, we'll put together a whole female progression.
You'll have to make sure
oriented-
I'm there for
Yeah,
that
we'll
one.
definitely pull Tropical in
Yeah.
for that one. I think that would be a good discussion.
Worst comes to worst, we'll wake you up and drag you up to the studio.
Yeah,
Ha,
that's
ha,
right.
ha. Yeah, you better have coffee for me when I'm here.
Yeah, sure, coffee. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us again. Thank you, Tropical, for
Yeah.
joining us too. And Knock might be back next week. We're not sure, so
Depends
stick
on
with
us.
us. I'm
Yeah.
Sam. Goodbye.
And I'm Rara. Feel free to put any comments in the bottom if you have anything you want to say. See you later.
Like how awesome Gotham is.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Love piece
What?
of chicken grease. I'm Wave.
Now I'm Tropical Donut. See you later.